fuck. Hold up.
It's
I got to free up the library.
We've been cleared for takeoff.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
What up, people? What up, people? What up, people? How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey.
What up, though? Good out here.
Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room. We have someone else joining us on the pod tonight. She is affectionately known as Harmony,
Very
as
nice
you
to
can
meet
read at the bottom of her screen. Harmony, tell them a little bit about yourself. I mean, where you from and stuff like that, and what
So-
you here for.
I am Harmony. I am by way of New York City, and I take messages from the spirit world. So I am here to consult a little bit with the people that are checking in. I am also a big advocate for polyamory and a little bit of an expert in free relationships. So, here I am.
So a couple weeks ago, I don't know that somebody said it was on live a couple days ago or something like that, and that we talked about like doing the readings. Was that on the show? Yo, I really thought we was like in pre-pro for that, but we had that conversation, and I said, "Yo, that's funny that y'all say that. I just watched this chick do like 7 readings the night before. Like that was Tuesday. She did that Sunday, and people were still like flabbergasted at the things that she knew and that they told her, and it was a lot, right? So I was like, all right, cool, like that all works out. So I jump on my phone and go to Facebook, send messages, we talk, cool, we gonna make this happen. I confirm with her again on like Thursday or Friday, and then I go out. And when I go outside, I probably should have stayed home. But from the other shit that I just found out before in pre-pro, probably shouldn't have stayed home. Glad I went. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just need that type of, you know what I mean? Like for me, you know what I mean? I felt lighter since. Like this on some real shit is wild. Like so, you know what I mean? Shout out to just following your heart. So yeah, speaking of the weekend, I had an eventful weekend for the most part. You know what I mean? Did some clearing. You know what I mean? Went swimming, got in some water. Let my feet touch some grass. You know what I mean? Didn't go to the picnic, but I, you know what I mean, was in the picnic crowd because I had to drive my little brother there because he got artist passes on Sunday. But yeah, that was it. How about y'all? Anybody can go first. Ladies first. Okay, cool. Mel.
I mean, I didn't really do anything too crazy this weekend. I was a little bit lo-fi. I did go on the sweetest date of my life. Shout outs to that gentleman caller. And I did do a lot of homework because Black education is so important. And I'm trying to hack into this technology side of America. So
Got it.
that was my weekend wrap.
Yeah, you had said that. You even said that today. Like, yo, just make sure I remind you because you're gonna be in the books. So I was like, all right. Yeah. So, Dre, how was your weekend?
No, it's ladies first. Miss Melanated.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My weekend was fine. I went fishing.
Caught a big fish too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I called. Yeah, my papa in the hospital, and then my second son is leaving for the military in 13 days. So I've been like emotional. I'm on an emotional roller coaster. That's it.
Well, we here for you. You know how that go. You know
Yeah.
how that go.
Absolutely.
And as far as I'm concerned, man, shout out to my cousin. I went down in I went to Jersey and got got fucked up. Ain't did that in a minute. So it was went and had a good drink and was able to brotherhood with my people and um I was really needed. It was really needed. So I went over there and did that and went to White Castle. Shout out White Castle because we needed that. Nobody fucked that. And that was it, man. Made a long drive home at night because I was lit and made the drive home, but I made it home. Thank God. Appreciate all that. And, just enjoyed the games, enjoyed the Spurs games. So shout out. Let's go New York in 4. Let's get it. And that's it. And I believe in Merk Nowitzki.
Okay. So there was something that wasn't mentioned that happened over the weekend. I'm gonna just let it play for y'all. So I just wanted to play that because I wanted to congratulate my young lady because she actually caught some big fish this time. You know what I mean? These actually fish that can sell at the market. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it wasn't like that big. It wasn't like that big.
Yeah, they wasn't minnows. Like, these wasn't minnows this time. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to you for that. And it was in the same water that they was finding bodies in Houston. And don't say it wasn't because we all know it was all the lakes.
But mind you, it's the beginning of hurricane season, so my girl caught that in troubled water. Okay, period.
Thank you. And bullshit, because it was not in no fucking bayou. Like, we was not in the fucking area where they've been finding bodies. Like, no. We drive like an hour plus out the way.
Anyway. That's what's up. Shout out to B. I gave you a shout out. I thought you did well.
Hey, like as soon as I saw it, like, because I saw it right as you were sending your text message, like asking about the readings, I saw it then. Like, if you wouldn't have sent so many text messages, I probably would have stayed off of Instagram long enough to not see it. So as soon as it came on my IG feed, it was up. I was like, oh, go get this. Like, this the one. Like, the worst part is that I think they shut the site down that I used to download IG videos, and that was the last video I got to download. So
now wait, I have a question. Controversial, okay? Because in one of those photos, it looked like it was in the middle of the night. Do you prefer fishing at night over the daytime?
Oh, absolutely. We always go at night. But we've been trying to see how to go like during the daytime. But yeah, we go at night. So we'll leave out at like 11, and then sometimes we won't come home until like 1 the next afternoon. It just really depends on how everything is going.
No, one night they was out there till like 6. She said the sun beat her home. Yeah, the sun beat her home. And I was like, yo, y'all was out there for real. Like, at that point, y'all catching for the year. Like, in my mind, like, if I'm gonna be out there that long, like, this is a business. Like, there's no way.
You're live on my show.
It's a lot of fun.
You're live on my show. You're live on my podcast. Because I do. You know what happens? You call me during the podcast, you're live on the show. So thank you. Did you say thank you? Get the hell off my phone, girl. Get on the damn podcast on YouTube and watch the show, goddammit. The link is in there. Bye. Call me during the goddamn show. You get put on blast. I don't play them games.
Can't be mad at that. So, also over the weekend, your boy Diddy was added again. Well, he wasn't added again, but some shit came out of the video of him and the escort, and what's the chick's name? Daphne what?
Daphne Joy. That's not an escort. That's 50 Cent baby moms.
Well, no. The guy was an escort.
Oh,
yeah, she wasn't an escort. No, that's just 50 BM.
Swallowed up. Have you gone through a time of swallowing up?
Yo, it was the grabbing of baby oil every 30 seconds for me because I was
yo, that was a lot, yo.
But was she really swallowing him? Because she wasn't.
she couldn't do the whole job, okay? Because that was a lot of job to do. And I gotta give her credit for how much job she was working, okay? She definitely worked at least half the shift before she clocked out. But what I can say is that when they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil, I just understand now.
Yeah,
Like,
now it makes sense, right? Because he's blowing through that video was the one with the baby oil is a minute and a half. It was 2 bottles of oil in that video.
2 bottles of oil. Like,
yo,
she was greased up. I didn't know what she needed more for. I support
the video I saw was like 40 minutes long.
That's the one I saw.
The whole thing.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah, no, I didn't see the 40-minute long one, but I didn't watch the entire thing. I had to skip through because the girls on the street were saying that Diddy was hung like Pinocchio before he knew he could tell lies. And you know what? I agree. I agree. There wasn't anything to it. Diddy
everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all tuning in. That was a shot if I've heard one. Damn.
Wow. So I put up the gunshots, man. I put up the gunshots, bro. Okay.
Yeah. But it also makes sense as to why he's the type of person he is, for one, with that like attitude and that type of anger. I'd be angry that way too. But also why he's willingly the cuck. Like he's okay with being the cuck because he at least cares enough to make sure that the woman's satisfied. Right. And he know he can't do it himself. Like, to me, that's a caring and loving trait to have. Like, just to be honest about it, just 100%. If I had to be true, I think that him doing that lets me know that. But also, him doing it is one of those things where it's like, all right, cool, you're not going to cheat on me, so we're going to arrange this thing. So then, when Cassie started cheating was when this nigga he lost his mind before. But you know what I mean? That's what I think sparked that. I think it was a manner of, he was like, yo, I'm giving you this, and now you got to go get extra. And she was like, yeah. And he was like, nah. And that's when the shit probably first happened. Like, the first time he did it, I could see that.
I think that it's because, like, the video was honestly a waste. And they weren't really doing too much of anything for real. Like, it wasn't no fucking going on for real. So I feel like if she did cheat, that would be a reason why, because you stopping me from really being able to get it in, because it's really about satisfying you and not satisfying me at the end of the day. And so, like, you could see, like, they stopping, she jacking them off, or she playing with the pussy, or throwing fucking oil every goddamn where. It's like, where is the fucking insult? Like, when is we getting down to it? Like, when, like, I'm missing all of that in the fucking video. It was truly just a waste to me, anyway.
I feel like, no, Diddy was walking around the room and being a distraction through that whole video. And I really do feel like it's little man complex, like Napoleon. Little man complex, okay? Because there's no way he was measuring up to that man. And I just feel like he just kept walking through being a distraction. And if it was me in that situation, like, and say this was your nosy neighbor or something, like, I would feel like too, like, I can't keep stopping and starting. Like, at a point, this is just gonna be facetious. Like, at a point, it's just not gonna, like, it can't rile me up. And honestly, from what the streets say about 50, I don't blame her, because
I mean, we saw the video. You keep saying the streets. Like, that's like watching a video and saying allegedly. Like, that's like, we saw this all together. Like, no, this is not alleged no more.
Well, listen, the red light was on and everybody's facial features were drowned out by the red light. So I have to say allegedly. I have to say the streets were saying, because I can't positively ID, you know?
No, you can't. It was too small. Like, it was, what are we talking about? Like, you're talking about features, right? Like, they could still see, like, the image, like, they could see the silhouette,
right?
So there was no silhouette. It was nothing there. It was smooth down there.
Just know Diddy couldn't invite me to anything, not with those credentials, and that's all. Young Miami, we apologize to you. You've been through a lot.
Ain't nobody apologizing to that ditzy ass bitch.
She She's been through a lot. If that's all she had to take for as many years before Diddy got locked up, we apologize.
Again, that goes to why she's about the money and not about nothing else. That makes sense now. Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to deal with that, I mean, it's about the bread at that point. I mean, you made a decision.
That is fair. But as a black man, I would be ashamed for Drake to show me out. And next person.
Did y'all? All right. So before I play this video, because I'm not gonna play the video if y'all didn't already look into it. DJ Vlad had the actual escort that was in the room with the sky top little dreads. He interviewed him recently, like right after the video came out. Did y'all look into that? No, then I'm not playing the video. It's not that big of a deal to me. So moving on. Now it's time for the main event. So we was going to do this thing. Somebody had said, "Yo, we should get readings and do them on the show." I said that already, but this is for the people that wasn't around then. And my happy ass decided that was a good idea, and I made it happen. And that is why Miss Harmony is here. Also, in the group chat, a couple of us, well, at least one of us, kind of expressed some type of trepidation. I won't say fear, but a little bit of trepidation. And so I was like, damn, I can't even do it in alphabetical order, because I was going to do it in alphabetical order by last name. So I'm not going to do that to you, B. But I did say I was going to go first. So I'm going to go first. Yeah, I'm always going to throw you under the bus for that. I gave you...
Yeah, she is that.
Hey, I gave you your props for the fishing. I had to get one back. We gotta end the show at 0.
Because how you gonna sit here and try to make it seem like now you calling me out, letting it be known how my feelings was. But at the end of the day, yes, that's how I feel. Still feel that same way. But and then you talking about alphabetical order, I would have been last anyway, motherfucker.
Wait, how? My last name is S. Oh, still? Fuck. All right. Damn it. All right, whatever. Well, whatever. We're here now. I'm first. I'm ready.
You're gonna go
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
That should have been
what they call you on the internet. Bass in the dream.
Bass in the dream, yes. But just Bass. Everybody calls me Bass.
Change that nigga name to a nightmare, goddamn.
Okay. Bass in the nightmare. Okay, you're gonna show me Bass. All right, I'm gonna accept one more clean shuffle since that one was messy. That's been going through some, ain't it? That shuffle. You couldn't see it, but that shuffle fell apart in my hands. We're gonna ask for a clean shuffle for Bass.
That was the second time because it happened the first time you did it too.
Yes, and it did. All right, I'll accept 3 cards for Bass. Ooh, honey, that's a mess. Ma'am, thank you for 3 cards, but we're gonna clean this up. Yes, ma'am. And I don't deal in the reverse. All right, so you did get a card in the reverse. All right. Right now, I see. All right. I don't know how I want to tell you this without being too cutthroat. It's almost like you're boxing yourself in a corner, being stagnant when you already was moving. I don't know if your vision for the podcast or what you're doing on your everyday life is to have a lot of eyes on you. You were starting to get more eyes on you, and then you box yourself into a corner. I see this apathy in reverse here, where you weren't seizing any opportunities that would grow because you had the wrong counsel around you, right? This all could have been fulfilled in the independent wealth coming out here, right? All of this could have been fulfilled for you guys, but it's like you keep putting yourself in a corner. I see returning to one's roots coming into reverse, so you're almost defying the things that you know to be true. You learn so much about this life and streaming and being included in these conversations, and you're like defying the knowledge that you have. Stop doing it. Stop doing it.
Got it.
I'm going to ask a question on your behalf. Was this about the polycule? I'm not accepting these cards. Thank you. Was this about the polycule? Give me a yes or no. Stop throwing cards at me, please. Thank you. No, this was about anxiety.
Whew.
Like you were afraid to get to the top. You were afraid to be Kai Cenat. Who is that? That's just another black. That's another black man. Like, who is that? You're afraid to be Kai Cenat. You're afraid to be Aisha Speed, sir. Get on it. You know what to do. Like you set up the entire platform. You set up the entire conditions for yourself to grow and to be well known. You have that shroud of mystery. You already laid down all the blueprints that you needed to protect yourself from the public. Do it. You afraid that these people will meet you on the street and be like, I know you. Stop it. Stop.
So can I say something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So the other day I posted something. We talked about this last week. I had posted, she wants to be a celebrity. I just want to go into Wawa and not see somebody I know. Like,
Stop.
yeah,
It's not for
okay.
you.
All right.
It's not for you. The magician and the security actually fell out when I was telling them to stop throwing cards at me because they have a lot they want to say to you. Nurturing and burden here too. Like you owe yourself so much more than the limitations that you give yourself. It's not worth it to. You're allowed to be famous. People are allowed to know your name. You're allowed to be a household name because it will not affect your life. You're still going to be genuinely you. It will not affect your life if these people know your name or if they can recognize you next to another Joe Schmo with locks. You're not Diddy G. You actually have personality. Ooh, that was shady. I take Diddy G is much love from us here. You actually have personality, okay? Do the thing.
Do the thing.
That's all I have for you. Not somebody said we see you even with your shades on.
She could have just said it out loud. Like
I didn't want to be rude and interrupt. You put that on like that shit is gonna like hide.
So the shades I put on was a signal. It was a signal to somebody in the audience, namely my wife, because I told her that if I feel like I'm about to shed a tear, I need to have my glasses nearby because these bitches don't deserve for them to feel like they caused these tears.
That's okay because what happened to you when you were 9 or 10 years old that made you feel like you needed to go into hiding, like it's not going to affect you in your real life. You just keep drawing back to that emotion like you didn't grow and develop and experience so much more since then. Like whatever happened with I was like 4th or 5th grade, whatever happened, whoever shamed you in that time, fuck them. Oh, forget them. Okay. Forget them. They didn't know what they was talking about. They didn't see who you were. They didn't have the foresight.
Understood. Did we lose you? I think we lost her.
She got a pause. It's pause. I don't know if it's. Look, she might have had a call.
Yeah, it took her completely up. All right. Whew, boy. Then my wife got shit to say. See?
That was hilarious. That B, that couldn't have been more on point. Chef's kiss.
It was.
Castle, what up though?
So while we wait for her to try to get back, Dre had another topic and I couldn't find the video that I wanted, but I did set up screen sharing for it. Let me go grab that. Dre, can you introduce it, please?
Nothing. It's just been a lot of so it's graduation season, and a lot of us are going to our graduation. And I'm not just going to blame us because I also seen a kindergarten graduation where some of the other fair folk got into it. But the majority of the conversations and the fights that I'm seeing are with us. This is supposed to be a time of joy. This is supposed to be a time of, rite of passage type of movement. Why is this going on? Why are we looking like porch monkeys? Because that's what you're looking like. You're looking like a bunch of it's ridiculous. You're there to watch whoever it is go past the stage, do what they do, and that's it. Not in there to be rumbling, not in there to be acting a damn fool. But you know what I'm saying? This should not be what we have going on in these events. It's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous.
100% agree. That particular video was of a guy fighting his dad because his dad didn't want him to come to his brother's graduation, and so yeah, that was a lot. And he beat the shit out of his dad.
I also heard to say that his daddy deserved it, and if you're in the spirit that his daddy didn't deserve it, we just never gonna agree. Okay, one thing about me is me and my siblings may not have been born at the same time, but we have a bond that's unlike anything else. Like I have 8 brothers and sisters, and I would go to the cross for any one of them. Like, so you can't tell me not to go to the graduation. And yes, I'm petty too. I would sit right in front of him just like his son did.
Like he did, like he said right in front of him.
Because he could have sat across the room and minded his business. No. I'm coming to sit right in front of you so you can see me support my brother.
Yes. I ain't mad at that at all.
So I feel like his dad deserved it. And then his dad hit him first. So in the rules of the law, you hit me first, you don't want to go to jail. Have fun.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that went.
I love us, but we gotta stop acting like we ignorant. Like the ignorant.
Yeah, it was a couple of fights that was just fights for no reason. That kindergarten joint, I wish I could find that, because the kindergarten one was like we came into the middle of the fight, so like I had to do some research to find the story, and it was like a custody issue, and like people got involved that shouldn't have got involved, and then like it was like a friend of a friend of a friend was like, I'm not gonna let you hit my girlfriend, and that was like, you know what I mean, they just kept going. That was the clear folk that was doing that.
Fact, Sheena, that's exactly why. And then the algorithm switching to nothing but us doing this every time something happened.
Shot on threads.
Shout out to the cameraman, because this time we got multiple angles and all of the angles were steady. Glory be. Sometimes y'all cameramen be struggling, okay? These cameramen were on point, okay? They had the graduation tripod. We got it from very many angles, and I maintain that his daddy deserved it.
Absolutely. All right. You want to finish this reading?
Yes, absolutely. I do apologize. Bass decided to crash my computer at the very worst moment, but here we are. We're back again. Bass, I didn't have many more things to say to you, except for stop limiting your dreams, stop limiting who you are. At the bottom of my deck right now, I have the world. You can reach the greatest heights because not only do you have potential, you have the work ethic, you have the community around you that supports you and sees your vision, that wants to sit in community with you, that wants to get this done. It's not easy. The work you're trying to do is not easy. To get a Joe Budden podcast is not easy, right? And it requires so much capital and so much people knowing you from like the dirt on up. But you have finesse. You're charming enough. You're going to get there, right? And not only that, your voice is ordained. So many people will hear your voice. So many people will remember your voice. So I need you to stop being the blockage in your own path. You deserve better from yourself. Fuck all these other people. These people are just add-ons. Not y'all, though. Y'all are family. So that was my message for you for now, anyways.
Understood. So who's next?
Who's next?
Got that out.
I know B is like rather be last, so I'll go ahead.
So you're gonna have to tell me a name, friend, because I'm not telling my ancestors a question. No excuses, they're great. They're not gonna accept that from me. Look,
Andre,
we could deal with that. Okay. So show me Andre. All right, so I only deal with tarot cards for your visual purpose, Andre. It's not necessarily for my readings. Bass knew this is why I didn't explain it to him beforehand. these messages are being told to me and not necessarily these cards, but these cards will support whatever message I'm hearing, because my ancestors are Aggie, and when they want to say something to you, they will. Okay. And sir, you spilled my cards all over the floor 3 times already while I was preparing for you. So some of these cards will be in reverse. I can't control that. It's been a little chaotic in the last 4 months for you. I'm seeing 4 and the number 6, so I'm assuming it's between 4 and 6 months, or it could have been in the past 10 months. You've had like a chaotic, it's like almost restless energy. Like, I can't get enough done, but I'm doing way too much on the day-to-day. It feels almost restless for you. And I'm sorry that feels that way. I'm sorry that it feels like you're almost running out of time and energy to do something when you're not really doing as much as you want to be doing. But everything you're doing is falling into line, right? So many cards jumping out of here for you because, man, oh man, you got the sun, independent wealth, budgeting, balance. Like, when it comes to your money is like you running in circles for Benjamin Franklin, and Benjamin was like, I've been here this whole time. Well, I may not be your ancestor, but I'm one of these forefathers, and I've been here the whole time, flying a kite and all that stuff. You feel me? Like, the sun is coming out here. I don't see that for as much stress as you put on making ends meet. And this happened earlier with returning to one's roots in reverse, and it happened again. That's just a confirmation of that message here. You need to let go of how you were doing things before and the people that you were doing things with. There were so many people around you that just want to be in the end game with you that never saw the vision and aren't willing to take the steps. Like, there is a level of success that you get to that you can only be with the people who are willing to help you get there, not the people who want to be there in the end. Like, did you bring me snacks when I was shooting for 12 hours to make these ends meet? Like, were you helping me to research which sponsors wanted to help and wanted to be involved with me? You didn't want to do any of that stuff. You thought that stuff was boring. But when I say I'm going to the Oscars, now you want to be on the red carpet as my +1. Please relax yourself. Relax. I see you leaving the way that you were raised and around the people that you've been around. I don't know if you grew up in a small town. It's giving like I grew up in a closed-minded place or around closed-minded people. And I see you leaving around those people for people who have larger aspirations and dreams, right? And if you don't, there is defeat. But the Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit comes out. And when this comes out, that tells me that you will only do great things when you worry about yourself and only yourself. You can't take everybody out the hood with you. That's the dream. That's what we be talking about when T.I. was rapping, back when Andre 3000 was hustling tapes at Freaknik and whatnot. Like, we be talking about taking the whole hood with us. But in reality, if you look at them now, if you look at Lil Wayne now, outcasting them, did they take the whole hood with them? No, because I would have been paid. I wasn't alive during the Freaknik, but I came right after, so I would have been paid if that was the case. If Pimp C could have took the whole hood with him, but I would have been paid. I wasn't. So at the end of the day, like, there is a level of selfishness that's required of you. It's not necessarily selfish. You got to take care of you before you can take care of anybody else. You can't be peddling dreams. You feel me? And a music confirmation is the music video to Say by Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. That's a music confirmation for you, because in that music video, they was peddling potions and dreams and making up lies to get by. You was never called to do that. That was never your blueprint. There are people that cannot come with you. You need to stop promising them stuff. The moon is coming out. It's like you're betraying yourself for people in your circle. Friendship coming out here. You cannot betray yourself for people in your circle. They're not going to pay your bills. If the shoe was on the other foot, they would not help. And it's not to say that they wouldn't be willing to, but their $15 of sacrifice to your $30,000 of sacrifice is actually crazy. And remember that. Just because they were willing to give you $15 does not mean that you should be willing to give them $30K. Get a little selfish. Get a little selfish in this season. And I'm loving the selfish you, because it's not like selfish in a way that's negative. It's I'm protecting myself first. I'm protecting my assets first, my knowledge, and that doesn't mean go online and sell a course. Don't do that. I will call the police. Okay, don't go over there charging people $59.99 for a course on the internet. Don't do that. Okay, but you're keeping your cards close to your chest. Stop letting these people into your inner world. They don't deserve to be there. Stop. There is so much money that wants to talk. I'm seeing I don't know if you're interested in fashion, or like sneakers. Like I'm getting shoes particularly. I don't know if you're interested in fashion in that sense, but I'm seeing like you progressing on deals that feel kind of out of left field, but it kind of brings your brain all together, like full circle. You've heard me talk about this a lot, and so the deals coming together is bringing a brand full circle. I also see you with a team around you soon, dealing with a major project. So it's not necessarily that you make bad choices. It's that you need to pay attention to who is really willing to sacrifice to do the work with you. Like that's the entire core of your message. I also don't know if you was very close to your father's mother. Um, it feels like a paternal grandmother, but they feel like they've told you this before, or they've showed you this before in the way that they live their life, right? They feel like you've experienced this before, where I love somebody, but I don't love them enough to ruin my life over it. I don't love them enough to base my decisions on it. Like I love them, but like not that much. You feel me? Learn to assign a dollar amount to those friendships. If we have a $50 relationship, I can't treat you to a $50,000 brunch. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't fly you to Dubai on a $50 relationship. I can't do that, But you're gonna get there, and I see great things coming for you. I would check your emails as of late. It's something about your voice, and people like the cadence of your voice. You probably heard that before. Like listening to you is soothing. I would pay attention to your emails as something that is not that far off from what you do, but a little out of left field might pop up, and you will be excited to do it. And you have support from those who really was in the trenches with you. Not these people that just want a selfie. Ask Rod Wave. You don't deal with those people. Anywho, next. That's that was your message. Y'all have a very similar energy, the three of you. I don't know how long you guys have known each other. It feels like almost 2 years, where the connections were very like becoming deep, right? You guys have a very similar energy, and it's not a similar upbringing, but you guys had drawn the most similar conclusions, which is why you guys work together well on screen and behind the screens. I see you guys supporting each other very well when one another is not looking. Like I could call you and chat, and I know if I post a picture on Instagram, y'all gonna be the first to like it, and I love that energy for y'all. Keep that together. Don't be the Breakfast Club, okay?
Understood. Absolutely understood.
Definitely not.
And no.
Definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already planning to get us down to Houston before the end of the summer. Yep, Houston in the summer.
We love Houston.
Just not in the summer. It is too hot down there. Like it's just.
It don't matter. It don't matter that it's hot, because they have Texas Southern University, one of my favorite artists of all time, one of the best Black artists, and I can say this with my entire chest because he didn't start off as an artist until his junior year of college. Is Princeton Nana, and he went to Texas Southern, and I always encourage people to go and visit that university, their arts program, the way that they do podcasts, the way they do music, the way that they do art is special, and they really highlight Black voices the way they should. Go to Houston, have fun.
Right. I'll go back.
B, are you ready? You're so reluctant. Like you don't even want to talk to me. You don't want none of your secrets. Listen, I can tell you that your ancestor will not allow me to betray you. You have a grandfather who did not play about you, not in life, and not it. They did not play about you. This is a male spirit who did not play about you at all, at all. It's like you're their baby. You could do no wrong. Like you just melt like putty in their hands, and they feel the same way about you. So there's nothing. If there's anything serious that needs to happen, it will happen off the internet, and that message will be carried to you. I just want you to know that you are safe. It's not going to be that deep. Okay, I promise. I promise. But we are gonna shuffle for B. Ooh, that's a messy shuffle. Child. Look at that foresight. Glory. I want to talk to you about dreams that you've been having. All right. You found yourself in some recurring dreams. Aries coming out, Leo coming out, right? And Aquarius here. So very intuitive dreams. I feel like you've almost been disturbed in your sleep about these recurring dreams. They're very vibrant. It's like it feels like when you wake up, it's almost like something already happened to you. Um, it's not what it seems like, right? Because they're vivid. It's not to say that the dreams are like nightmares or like that they're scary, but it's just like very vivid. Like when you wake up, you feel like you lived a whole other life in that dream realm. I don't feel like any of that is as deep as you read into it or as anxious as it makes you. Damn, spilled my cards again. Child. Oh, that sounds stressful. I don't feel like it's really as deep as you make it. It's just like you're testing your abilities to talk and frequent. I don't know where your family is from. I wouldn't say it's Gullah Geechee, but you come from a root of people who did practice magic, right? And so they talk to you in a kind of way like you should understand them when they speak. And it's fine that you don't understand them. I see decisions here in the reverse, the truth here in reverse. So I don't know if you practice religion like Christianity or so, where you almost deny yourself the ability to tap into your magic because of what you've been taught about people who practice, right? Um, it almost feels like a religious obligation to not be in touch with the gifts that you have, or that the need of to understanding that this gift is from quote unquote the Holy Spirit, right? And that's not to say that I don't believe in the Holy Spirit, because I grew up Pentecostal. This is my gift from God Himself. So it's not to say that I don't believe in that. It's just to say that it almost puts a limitation on your life, the way that you see this through a lens, right? I see a recurring dream. I don't know. The Queen of Cups is crazy, actually. I don't know if you have children, or if you see yourself as a child in this dream. But I see you as having a recurring dream that has been happening. You kind of wake up from a cold sweat. And all of that is just confirmation to you that you're on the right track. It just don't. I feel like your ancestors just don't have a great way of telling you that they're proud of you. And it almost comes off fearful when they tell you a message. Because I see like this is an Ace of Cups. And normally this means like you're on the right track, that you're pouring into your cup. It came out in the reverse here. So it's almost like you're interpreting it as sadness, as something that's like tumultuous, something that's kind of jarring, whereas it was meant to be a pat on the back, and they just haven't realized how they should or need to talk to you yet. You have a fulfillment here, nurturing. I feel like you've worked very, very hard to get to a place that wasn't crazy. Like when somebody else would hear your story, they would feel moved. Like, how the hell did you get through all of this? How did you come through all of this to get here? Oh, you make me want to cry. How did you get through all of this to get here? Right? To get to this place of peace, this place of forgiveness, this place of letting go that you got to. Oh, you make me want to cry. I, mm, you did the work. You're not being called to magic. It's that some of your ancestors did work, and they only know how to respond to you that way. And it can be jarring, and it can feel lonely. Um, it can feel crazy. It make you feel like you're going through something. But all they want you to know is that you have been on the right track. When they send you a sign, you see it, you respond to it, you answer to it. You have been on the right track. We are on your side. We see things just the same way you do. We're processing that information just the same way you are. You're not doing anything wrong. What you're doing is just ignoring me. And that feels sad. And that feels, but I can understand if this is a religious barrier, why you're not answering this call and why it feels almost jarring to like be introduced to it. Um, but did you finish a degree recently?
Probably like 3 years ago.
I'm like, I feel so overwhelmingly proud of you for how you've been educating yourself. Um, and I feel so overwhelmingly proud of you for your curiosity and the needing to know more information. Like, it's like you would be introduced to an idea and you would do so much more research on that idea to like expand your field of vision. And I feel so overwhelmingly proud of you. And keep it pushing. You got this. You on, go do your thing, okay? That's your message for now. Anything else that I have for you, I have to hold for you outside of the public eye. So one day we will get a chance to talk about it. One day we will. Hmm.
All
Thank
right,
you.
that was heavy. That was heavy. That was about as heavy, I think, of a show that we've had. A
Right.
lot. Um, we haven't had a show that heavy since like we were the You Asked For It podcast and we was doing the shit in Dre's bedroom. Like it's been a while since we've had one of those. Actually, no, that's not true. We had a really heavy show by myself as the You Asked For It podcast after both my co-hosts left. Yeah, that was a heavy show. It was like 5 minutes just of me crying on screen. It was a lot.
And it's really funny when people have an adverse reaction to the things that I say, because I swear the first time I spoke to a person that wasn't here, I was maybe 3 or 4 years old. So I have an eidetic memory. Unfortunately, I remember a lot from the day that I came to this earth. It's not like a photographic memory because I remember a lot more than just a visual of things that happened to me. Um, but I thought I was crazy for the longest time. I really did. I was like, you know what? Um, People was talking to me that I know that wasn't here. I know I was in the room by myself, you know. But it was a young lady in a bar who saved my life, a young African American love, um, who was in a bar. And shout outs to you, girl, because her dad just came to me, full fledged, standing right next to her, and I really thought he was standing right next to her. And I was like 3 days from a psych ward, 3 days out of a psych ward when this happened. So I was like, oh, it's the medications. I probably shouldn't drink on those medications. And I said something to her, and she said, there's nobody else on earth who would have known that but me and my dad. Like, this was a secret that he took to the grave. And that's when I knew I was called to serve. So I'm so happy to serve all of you.
Well,
So happy.
thank you,
Appreciate it.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well,
Definitely
you got
appreciate it. Definitely
she
appreciate your
got people in
time.
the chat saying, "Do me,
Yeah,
do me."
do me. Like, um, do you mind a couple yes or no questions from the
I can take
audience?
yes or no questions.
Well,
Just
first,
know
before she
these yes or
starts,
No,
no.
there's no. At this point, there's no backing out. Like, come on, Crystal.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no backing
I could do yes or no questions. Just know that when you do ask yes or no, my deck is answering yes or no. Madam is very rude, so don't ask a question that you don't want the answer to. That's
out.
all I have to say. She will shame you in front of these people.
Mm-mm.
Don't ask a question you don't want to know. But yes, absolutely, ask questions. She is here and happy to serve. I can say when Bass asked me the first time, I was like, absolutely not. But as I was
Yes.
typing, I was like, yeah, of course I'll
Yeah.
help.
Yes, that's how the conversation went. And she hit send on all of it, so I read it that way. It was like I read the whole thought, and it was yeah, tism a little bit, but it's all right.
Put her contact in the you shouldn't.
No,
You shouldn't reach me. Um so my
wait,
calling here is to introduce you to what being in space with magical people are, right? So you shouldn't contact me for readings. It's not my mission. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to hopefully open the apothecary soon by the end of the year to give you herbal medicine like I was called to do. But I'm here to prove to you that magic does exist and people do listen to other realms. So find a practitioner who is ordained in your area if you want further care.
yeah.
Make sure they have their credentials and they're not shining bright.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. All right, so I didn't want to say this on Beyonce's internet or Rihanna's internet. I don't know whose internet it is today. You're not asking that question. The fuck wrong with you? Sorry. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let her ask this question on God's internet. That's her question.
Should I finish this PhD for Mika? You got an enthusiasm card. I don't know if you can see this because of the green screen, but that is absolutely yes. And fire energy. And you know, fire energy was the first energy to be crafted. So it means immediately. Get on this. I don't understand why your friends haven't put a belt to your behind yet. Get on this and quickly. This is this, and then it's coming out with root chakra here. So like you've been on this for too long. You got this. Go finish that PhD, friend, quickly before somebody has a problem.
I think Tiffany asked the question too.
Why did we have to mention that? Like it wasn't a yes or no question. She said it.
Okay,
Said,
I don't want a yes or no. I want to know, is he close? Tiffany, Madam doesn't like people who are not obedient, but I'll allow it just this one time. Ooh, hardship. No, he is not close. This is coming out in Taurus energy. You got some Aquarian energy here. It's a lot of Earth energy coming. They are not close. They are not close. And they don't even want to be around. They are so preoccupied with all the things that are actually building and making. They don't feel like, I don't know if this is a relationship connection, but they don't feel like sitting in community with you is actually helping them. I'm seeing hardship, budgeting my time, friendship. Like I got a new job, like being a student. Like I'm more focused on the things that are making me like okay in life because you're not tipping the scale whether good or bad. So I'm just not worried about it right now. That doesn't mean that they won't show up. It just means that they're not worried about you right now. Period. They're not worried.
That was the he. I didn't know which he we was talking about.
All she said was, "Is he?"
She said, "Is he close?
Is he close? Whoever he is."
You gotta ask. You gotta be more specific in your questions. That's why I was.
Yeah, I thought he could have been talking about you know.
Whoever he is worried about other things, honey. It's not you. You may feel like it's a personal. So it's not personal at all. They just don't care at all. It's not that they don't care about you, it's that the situation doesn't pay them and they minding the business that pay them right now. Glory. And we support that.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't look like there's any more questions in the chat. So we're gonna let Harmony go.
Yes. Thank you all so much for
Thank you
having me.
again.
Thank you.
Thank you again. Thank you again. Thank you again. You were a delight to have, and I definitely
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
And for the three of you, I will read anytime. I have more or less for all of you.
Okay.
And thank you so very much for having me.
All right. I'll be in your inbox in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna get this done. We listen. When I do a clearing, I do a clearing. Like we not like we don't do like half-ass clearings. No, I change whole friend groups. Like,
As you should. As you
like
should.
so yeah.
Have a good night, everyone. It's so nice to
All
meet
right.
you all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. That was enlightening. That was
It
enlightening.
was definitely different.
That was enlightening. Be still quiet. I like it though.
Fuck you.
What? I'm just saying you're quiet, and I'm saying the reason that I was going to explain why I like it. Sheesh, I wasn't just going to be just throw misogyny out there and just not like try to bring it back a little bit. No, that was some asshole shit to say. I knew that when I said it. So the reason that I like it is because it doesn't look like you're just zoned out. It looked like you're contemplating some things. And I feel like you were contemplating things before we got on the live. That's all. Like and I recognize that. So that's why I wasn't bothering you much on the live. And I told you about the one time I was going to bother you. Like I let you know, it wasn't a, hey, out of nowhere. Like, because I think that was, you was out here in the middle of the night, fishing. And you caught some big fucking fish. You deserve that. Absolutely. What y'all got going on this week?
So, Crystal, to answer your question, when she first started off talking about the male, she was talking about my grandfather who passed away a long time ago. But he always made sure I was straight, even when I lived in Florida and he was here in Houston. He made sure I was straight. He was always sending me money, even though I had my own place. I had kids. Like, he made sure I was good. And then when I found out he was passing and he was in the hospital, I flew down here and over here and saw him, and he said he was holding on until he saw me. And then after I left, he passed. And so, yeah.
See?
You know what sort of got me about the whole reading?
I know what got you.
When I'm talking about for B.
Oh, I was talking about you.
When she talked about the dream. That threw me. Because you had that conversation. I was like, okay.
So when she said that your paternal grandmother, I was like, in my mind, the first thing I wanted to ask, like, all right, so cool. So what if mine was misgendered in a way? Like, because if I had to say who was the most masculine person in your life, it would be your mother. Your mother gives that. So her mother is like the most pertinent thing in your life. Like, that's like the most important thing in your life. Like, so, like when she said that, I was like, oh, all right. See where this going.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was, yeah.
And the dream thing was crazy. Because I was just talking to my boyfriend about that the other day. I'm like, babe, I've been having some dreams. Like, and I'm like, I don't know. Some stuff I be knowing, and I know it's not for me. I know it's for somebody else. I just don't know who it's for. And that's been happening for a long time. I'm the one that's skeptical. I didn't want to do this shit. I was like, I'm not fucking with that shit. I don't believe in that. Like, because I just feel like you give people the information and they just take whatever you done told them and they run with it. And so literally when I came on at like 7 something, she was already like, she was in or whatever. hey, how you doing? Like I didn't discuss.
You didn't give her nothing.
No, I didn't say nothing to her. Now in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, what if she didn't watch the show or he didn't gave some type of information? So I'm still like, you know what I'm saying? Like I still ain't trusting of it. But when she said that, I know she wasn't talking about my dad. It was
Oh
something
no,
that
she
she said
said
that let me know.
she said initially grandfather from
Yeah,
Rip.
that's what
Yeah,
it
that
She
was
was.
the
said
first thing she
grandfather
said.
from Rip, and I was
That's how I
like,
knew it wasn't
that's
my
specific
dad.
as fuck.
Right. Yeah. And so when she said that, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to like listen to what, I need to actually chime in to what's actually being said. And it may not necessarily be bullshit. But I've always been told like my ancestors like are very protective of me. And I mean I've had people just come up to me out of nowhere and say they could feel my energy and they just needed to be around me.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to rewatch the show though, because I was processing it, but I'm still kind of like off because I'm just like it's crazy, like the stuff that was, that was being said. But
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So just to
I
let you
was
know, it's not going to be in the back office, like in StreamYard, because I started the stream before I deleted shit, and it started before, and it wasn't supposed to start. It started before I got to deleting shit, so this one didn't save, but it's on YouTube and it'll be on Facebook for at least 2 months. So
and
Yeah,
I wasn't skeptical. I'm just I'm fully, as much stuff as I talk or whatever the case may be, and all the fun I have. I'm devoutly a man of God. Like I believe in my Creator. I walk my walk. God knows my heart. I know what I do. I pray. I meditate all the time. So it wasn't that I'm skeptical. I just wanted to be able to let me see what you're saying, to see how where your heart lies at. And it was pretty genuine. So I appreciate the reading that she did, and and it was a lot that she said that was truthful. I didn't even go into it with her, the fact that I've ran a show for 9 years, giving to other people and making other people important.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
literally, like three people are signed and booked and busy because of me, and you know, so
No, I get it. I get it. Tell the people where they can find you at, Dre, and we can get
World
out
is
of
Yours
here.
radio show. No excuse to great. Y'all know what it is. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Oh, real quick, whether you check your email and see this in your email or not, I'm just letting you know now. I'm gonna be your email, real quick. TikTok, since you brought it up, TikTok literally has like you can just make money off your voice. Like you might not even have to play nobody. You can just talk, soothingly talk to people. Diamond doesn't even have what I would consider a soothing voice, and she's on ASMR for fucking an hour every night almost. And they
I
just
got a
sending her
microphone
20
to do that.
$20, $30, like just on some random, like she get a universe every night. Like that's ridiculous. Like, and what's a universe? Like $50 or some shit like that? Like, that's ridiculous. So, you know what I mean? Consider it. I know people doing TikTok lives, you know what I mean, for 5 hours at a time, and or YouTube live for 5 hours at a time and paying their mortgage on one show. So, you know what I mean, just consider that. Just consider that people like just listening to people at this point.
Just be like this. Girl, give me that pussy. Girl, give me that. Girl, give me that. Girl, give me that. The girl, give me that pussy.
I think everyone's sensory organs will love that. Thanks.
Go ahead, B. Tell them where they can find you.
Facebook is Melanated Love. IG is Niche Third. No, TikTok is
Yes.
Niche 13.
Yes.
IG is Melanated
Melanated
Love.
Love
So there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tremaine. I
And
was told to check my email, so yeah.
yes, you were. So pay attention
And
to
I
your
and I had something important that happened earlier today, so it's
yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You want to see
Yeah.
what happens though.
No, it's cool. I just listen, before we got on this show, I talked to Chan about something that I feel like as soon as the idea popped into my head, I was like, oh, this is the one. But I was like, oh, this is the one. This one right here, this is the one. And I texted her and I was like, yo, can you help me develop this thing, right? And she was like, absolutely. And immediately started digging into, all right, cool. So what would you want to do different? And I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. Like now we start that whole process. And I'm like, you know what, hold up. I got the show to do at 8:00. Let's chill for a second. But we're gonna get back to it. And like immediately, like that, as soon as the idea popped, it was like, yo, it has a whole thing that's already connected. The whole thing, it's a whole interconnecting, like, you know how like you think of like a Marvel and you think of the whole like a Marvel universe and shit. I literally, the one idea became, it connected everything else. Like the shit, all the little satellite, little shit that I've been doing, that I've been trying to, get off the ground and shit. This one thing connects it all. And I can literally push it from all whatever I want to do. It'll I can always push that as the front facing product, we'll say. So yeah, like she was on one for sure. I actually saw her do it on a live, not a live, but on a video chat, and I was fully impressed. Just some of the shit that she said that I knew about the people she was talking about that I knew she couldn't have known because she just popped on the scene 3-4 days prior. Like, so yeah. But y'all can find me as Basim the Dream everywhere. And yeah, that's it. Even AOL.
We got one more show, right?
Oh shit, no, we don't.
I thought it was one.
You want to do one next week? I was gonna say no to the one next week. Like I just feel like we give us 3 whole weeks of that's left in June, and then hop right into July as the first. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. But if y'all want to do it the other way, like we could do a show next week, a farewell show, an official farewell show for the season, and then. You know what I mean? From there, because by then, actually, yeah, we'll do that. Because by then, I'll have the contract done. We'll have all the information done. And we can rock out. We can actually give the people the app that they will have to download and all of that.
That's background stuff. We're going to have one more show, y'all. Next week is the season finale for this season. And then in July, we are going to be back. And we're going to also be on a network, Uplift
Absolutely.
TV.
All right, y'all. Be safe.
And all this shit sound good until it ain't.